So have you ever had a piece of kit that you've liked so much you've decided to buy it again? Well, I don't normally do that, because by the time you got to replace kit, something new has come out, something you would say is, you know, better, or you just fancy a change. However, in the case of the RST Tractech Evo 4 gloves, I've done just that. I've gone and bought myself another pair exactly the same. I like them so much. Nothing sponsored about this video. Bought these myself. Wish I didn't. But these had finally started to give up the will to live, let's just say. However, I've got a bit of a hole there from, it's giving there. I tried to give it a little bit of a repair, but it didn't, well, they need changing. That's a little bit, I would say, a defect, is it's quite thin here. And even though you've got this extra protection here, as you can see, I think that if that extended around there, that would be better. However, that is just possibly the only fault I can find with these gloves. Although if that hadn't have given, I'd have carried on those gloves for as long as possible. So let's have a look at the new ones. And now if you consider, you can get these for 100 quid or even less. I had some Infinity Motorcycles vouchers, so I managed to get bit off on that, so that was brilliant. But it's full cowhide, kangaroo leather here and here. It's got that aramid fibre stitching. This obviously is the kangaroo, and underneath you've got a Kevlar patch. Now what looks to be like a design fault, where you can see the edge of the Kevlar around that is deliberate to stop it shrinking inside or tearing. So that is a deliberate manufacturing process. There's touchscreen here, and that does work, although I tend to use the Oxford Smart finger patches over the top because I use the tips of my fingers. You have the elasticated roll-on thing that they call it here. So that's a level 1 carbon knuckle. What's really great as well is you've got two wrist adjustment options. So obviously you've got this here, and then you've got this here, which is fantastic. So you can really get it, so you can really just kind of get it nice and snug, like that. You've got a protector over there like that. And they are just snug. They are absolutely perfect. And with the old ones, even after 3 years, despite the issue of it wearing there, they haven't got bigger. They still feel as snug as these new ones I've got here. Kevlar lining inside. Okay, it's kind of meshy. It's they keep you cool. Not quite sure. So it's a double layer of kangaroo leather with and obviously you've got the RST palm slide protector there. So I just can't recommend these gloves any more than I can. They are absolutely fantastic. Like I said, to the point, this is probably the only bit of kit where I've bought the same again, and I would probably do the same again after that. I think there are a race version, but I've not really seen them around, unless I think they're full kangaroo. But yeah, let's just give them a quick test ride on the road, talk a little bit more about how they feel actually on the bike, and then rock and roll. Like I said, it's not a sponsored video, so there's no discount links or anything like that, but great bit of kit for a great price. So I'm out again with the gloves. The gloves are bought again, and they are just so comfortable. And the price, if you can compare them to over 200 quid for like the Alpenstars, and even more for the Dainese, 100 quid. They're just the best gloves I've ever owned. I do apologise that this isn't a sponsored video. These are gloves I pay for with my own money, so I haven't got any discount links for you. But look at them. They look the dog's bollocks. Of course, you've got your wrist protectors, which is essential for
for track, so you can't have short gloves for track. So everything you want, dead comfortable, loads of protection for a very, very good price. So with that, thanks for watching the video. If you got this far, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.